In this video I'm going to talk about how to find your way around the maze of different websites on all of the UWA network. What you'll find is that there's different places to look for different information, and it can be a little bit daunting if you haven't seen it all before. So what you can see on the screen right now is what your first port of call is going to have to be, the theme website. Don't ask me what theme stands for, it's been a mystery to me for 3 years now. But this website is where you'll have to go in order to get yourself a login. UWA has got what's called the single sign-on network, which as you'll see later doesn't always mean you only have to log on once, but you have to have the one password for all the different sites, and theme is where you get that password. So if you've already got your campus card and you've got a student number, then you're well on the way to getting your theme password. To go through the process here, you'll have to activate your new account, and that's all relatively straightforward, and I'm not going to go through that in this video. If anyone wants to see that in more detail, then please by all means request it and we'll do that. But what I want to do is just show you that this exists, and then go on to all the other places that you will need that theme password. So if you're having trouble with this, there's also people at the UWA library that might be able to help you actually go through the process, but try not to do that at the start of semester because they're pretty busy over there. Right, so the next one I want to show you is going to be my.uwa.edu.au. The reason I'm going to this one next, and this is the just before I carry on, the single sign-on page that you'll see a lot. This is my student number and my theme password. That's what you will have got over at the theme website. So once I log in here, some of the time that means I've logged in everywhere, other times it will ask for the password again, but that's alright because you'll remember it very quickly. So after I log into this, after I log into this, you come into my home page. This is particularly useful because a lot of the other websites that I'm going to show you in this video can be linked from here. So you can configure this a lot, although I never have. You can access your student webmail from here, which is driven by Google, and I'll show you that shortly. But there's plenty of other things you can see as well. This is all UWA news. Some of the things that come to you via email will also appear here as announcements, ECM, student bulletins, all that sort of thing. You've got 3 to 4 tabs along the top. The other one I look at regularly is study, because this one will show me all my current units and useful links for those units. If you haven't been to the Student Connect website, which I'll show you next, then this will be blank and it won't be much use to you. But as you can see, during semester you're also going to see links to LMS for that particular unit and links to CMO for that particular unit. Don't worry if you don't know what those are, we're going to do those next. So this is more of a home site / portal. Next one we're going to look at is studentconnect.uwa.edu.au. Now this one is where you're going to have to go after the theme, after you've activated your theme password, in order to enroll in units and complete your enrollment in whichever course that you're doing. You can also do transfers and apply for honours, and all of those kinds of things are going to happen here. This page is also where you're going to get your exam timetable and your exam results, where you can add your Easy Rider pass for the bus, lots of other cool UWA admin kind of tasks like that. Smart Rider, there you go. But what you'll have to do is enroll here at the start of every semester. So this online enrollment, change of enrollment, is going to be kind of important. You see I've got them all ticked here. Before you've enrolled for the semester, this will be a star, and you'll have to go through this step by step in order to change those from stars into ticks. So that's that one. That's pretty much all I want to talk about this one. If you've got any more questions, but by all means ask them. But this is where you have to go before anything else is particularly useful, and you'll have to go here in order to enroll in all of your units. Next one I want to go to is called LMS. www.uwa.edu.au. This is the new version of Blackboard, or a learning management system, and most units are using this now, although some still choose to use their own website, much to many students' frustration. But as you can see here, you can see all of the units I've done last semester, process and dynamics, some of these other things, including classes I've been tutoring in. And then you get a link over to each one of these. Now, in each one, what you get depends on what your tutor or what your lecturer or unit coordinator has decided to put up. So these are links to all the PDFs, and down here you can have different course material for different weeks. On the right hand side you'll see a link to something called Lecture Capture Center, which is there, and this is where you'll be able to go and watch pre-recorded lectures. So no upcoming lectures. Down here it's pretty straightforward, and you can either download them or watch them live. Tip from the top: if you download them, you can speed them up if your lecturer talks slowly, or slow them down if your lecturer speaks quickly. Right, that's all I want to talk about for this one. Let's keep this video nice and short. Next one I want to talk about is CMO, which is actually through the library website, cmo.library.uwa.edu.au. That stands for Course Materials Online, and you saw that there was a link to each one of the CMO areas for each unit that I was taking, and was grayed out because those units haven't been started yet. But that'll basically take you to the same place as this, and this is a library resource that'll give you all of the previous exams that have been made available for that particular unit, which is particularly handy close to exam time. And sometimes plenty of other PDFs of useful information and other things as well. So it's well worth being aware that this website exists, even if you don't look at it until near to exams. Right, next one, webmail. So this is where your student email is hosted. If you click on here, hopefully it'll log me straight in, because I've already logged into the single sign-on network. Yes, it will. Hopefully I haven't got too many open emails. No, Doodlecast video, you'll see some Doodlecasts coming through later. As you can see, this is driven by Google. You can actually log straight in using Gmail login, and you type in your student number at student.uwa.edu.au, and it'll let you do that. That's also how you plan it, how you put it onto your mobile phone or your iPad using a Gmail setup. So that's all for that one. And it's pretty good because it's run by Google. Next one I want to talk about is OCLR. What's that one? .uwa.edu.au. No, got that one wrong. Let's Google it. Online looks almost the same. Don't know why that was wrong. This is where you'll have to go in order to create your timetable. So we'll do a whole video on how to use this system later, but for now all you need to know is that this, as you can see, I'm going to have to log in again. This is where you'll go and view your allocations in your timetable, and you'll have to add all of the different times for your timetable as well. So as I said, we'll do a whole other video on this, but OCLR is only useful at the start of the semesters for making your timetable for the semester. Now, what else have I got to talk to you about? I'm just going to show you two other websites while I've got you here. Those are the main ones that you'll be looking at throughout the semester in order to access all of the different facilities. There are a few others, the faculty website, and there possible other class websites, and that'll depend on what faculty you're in and what classes you're taking. So be aware that those are out there, and make sure you look in the right places. Now, for more questions, you've obviously already found the MyGuru Australia website, which is our website, and this is what it looks like at the second, although it probably looks a little bit different by the time you're looking at it. And our website, hopefully some of the classes are going to be adopted by UWA and provide this service for you, but there are certainly options for doing other things as well. So keep an eye on this space. Another one I want to show you is called uwadb.com. This was set up, it's a free website set up by UWA students, and There you go. And it doesn't work. www.uwadb.com. Proven a liar. The UWADB website seems to be down. Well, when you can look at that, you can see kind of what it looks like there. No, the website's down at the moment. But what that is just a whole bunch of channels where people post questions and answer questions, basically helping other students make decisions on what classes to take, complaining about stuff sometimes, asking questions that they don't know how to do, and people will jump on there and help each other out, and it's pretty good for some of the units where lots of people are taking, not so good for others, but the more people are on there, the better. And so there's no video or other things that you can find on MyGuru, but it's certainly a pretty good place to start, and there's a pretty good community of users, so I would definitely recommend that pretty highly. And I think that's about it for this video, so I hope that I showed you a few useful things, and good luck this semester.